Hello and welcome to the United Community Channel, and we're back with another watch along. My God, they're coming thick and fast, aren't they? So again, as we know, we're coming off the back of the start of a great week to be a Manchester United fan, really is. Manchester is red at the moment. United are in blistering form, but this is a very important game. This is a very, very, very important game, and I would go as far as saying that this game is not more important, but it's more of a must-win. It's more of a game that United are expected to win, more so than the game on Sunday, obviously, against Arsenal. We don't want to look too far ahead. We want to keep concentrating, keep our eye on the ball, and obviously Ten Hag is the man for that. He seems like he is not going to let the players get too carried away. Keep them focused, keep them on point. 3 points is a must tonight. It really, really is a must tonight if we're looking to keep the pressure on. If we win tonight, we go into second in the Premier League. And then the pressure is on City tomorrow night, and they're playing Spurs. Now, look, we know Spurs are no great shakes, but, all we can do is look after ourselves. Keep trying to get 3 points on the board every game and kick on from there. Interesting starting lineup as well, guys. So we've had some changes. We have changes most weeks, as we're used to now. I can't remember the last time we had the same starting 11 2 games in a row. But to give you the starting 11, David De Gea is in the goal, Wan-Bissaka right back, Luke Shaw left back. Martinez comes back in at centre half to partner Rafael Varane. So their partnership is rekindled since before the World Cup. Centre midfield then is pretty much the same as we're used to: Casemiro, Ederson and Fernandes. And the three up top then are Anthony on the right, Rashford on the left, and the big lad Wout Weghorst gets his debut tonight. So really interesting to see how he gets on. Look, I think it's more than enough. I think it's absolutely a strong enough team to go out and win. Ten Hag has gone strong. We were expecting, is he going to rest the likes of Varane, Casemiro, Ederson, these type of players? He's played them all. So they're all in, so I think it's a strong lineup. So anyway, guys, look, great to see so many people in. Aaron, I see you there. Dylan is in. Ben is there. Cottle is in as well. Dale is in. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining. I'm only live on YouTube tonight. We've got no TikTok because a Man City fan reported me for hate speech against Man City on the live last Saturday. So I have a 1 week ban from TikTok live. So yeah, but who gives a shit? Because Manchester is red. But anyway, let's see what everyone is saying here. Strong lineup. Let's go, says Ben. Absolutely. 2-0 to United, thinks Dylan. Yeah, get your score predictions in, guys. Cottle says, hey Jack and Chat, good to see you, pal. Ben is going 3-0 United. Let's go. Dale is in, says evening. And Alex is going strong. He's saying 5-0 United. Hat-trick for Weghorst and 2 for Rashford. There we go. Cotton says the salt is unreal. It is. Salty City fans. But look, if you haven't already done so, guys, smash a like on the video. Like I said, this is the only platform we're on tonight, so let's try and keep the chat as busy as possible. Get any thoughts or comments in, and it'll keep us active, keep us chatting away. But yeah, I'll give you the substitutes. So just for the substitute bench as well, Tom Heaton, obviously goalkeeper, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Malacia, Fred, Pellistri, Scott McTominay, Elanga and Garnacho. So there's no Anthony Martial. You would presume he's probably injured again, which is not what we want to hear, really, is it? It's not what we want to hear at all. But look, that's why United have gone out and got, the short-term loan deal in relation to Weghorst in the door, because we can't really trust Martial, can we? A lot of people giving him stick, I see, over the City game on the weekend, and I'm in the complete opposite mindset. I thought he played quite well in the first half. A lot of people expecting goals out of Martial, goals, 6-yard box kind of striker, and I just don't think that's his game. I really don't. He was playing nearly as a false nine, dropping out into midfield, trying to create space in behind, bring other players in, and I thought he'd done it fantastically. His first touch was brilliant, and his 1-2s, his layoff, I thought he was really good. I have to say, I thought he was good. Now, you know, you on the other side of his game, you would hope that he could, you know, chip in with a few extra goals here and there. Absolutely, you would. But in terms of his link-up play and the space he creates to other players, I'm really happy with him. Dale says, surprised it didn't get done after the England World Cup video. That's true. That's true. Cotton says, interested to see what Weghorst has to offer. Yeah, and so Ten Hag was asked about him. Let me just see. I've seen it here. Yeah, so Ten Hag was asked if Man United will play more crosses into the box now, with obviously with Weghorst in the team, and he basically just said, I don't think Weghorst is a player only for crosses. So look, I mean, Ten Hag loves his, you know, we can see the style of play he's trying to develop at Manchester United, and he seems to be trying to develop a lot of link up, fast, you know, transitional type of football, and I think he expects all players, you know, from the goalkeeper all the way to your centre forward, to be able to do that. So again, look, it goes back to what I've said previously. I trust the manager. You know, he obviously knows a lot more about this player than any of us do, and if he wants him, then, and he went and got him, then okay, I'll back him absolutely. Oshin is in. Hello all. I'm going for a 2-0 win. Weghorst to score. There we go. Cotton says Nathaniel Klein at right back. Rashford will be licking his lips. Oh, he'll be licking his chops. So he will. Yeah, I'll give you the Crystal Palace starting 11 for anyone who doesn't know. Gayata in goal. Klein, Gay, Richards and Mitchell. Then 4 across the middle. Then Elise, Decore, Hughes and Zaha. And then 2 up front, Mateta and Edward. So there we go. Have they got anyone decent on the bench? Eze, Belenkovic, Jordan Ayew, Schlupp. So look, I think Manchester United are going to have more than enough tonight. I really do. You know, let's get out. Let's get an early goal. Settle the nerves. Well, not that there is going to be any nerves, to be quite honest with you, given the fact that, you know, we're on such a great run of form at the moment. So, yeah, I mean, it's a great time to be a United fan at the moment. I have to say, Ten Hag and the positivity around the club, obviously, especially since the derby on the weekend, but in general, since what? I mean, it really started to build after the first Manchester derby, you know, and we just went on this unbelievable run, and even the games that we lost, you know, like, say the Aston Villa game, for example, they got a new manager bounce there with Unai Emery. I think if we just had got them a week earlier, and we would have been the last team then that would have put the nail in the coffin for Gerrard to get the sack. When we played Newcastle, they were hanging on. You know, we could have had 2 penalties in that game. We really, really did deserve to win that game. Should have won that game. And then when you look at, say, Chelsea as well, really should have won that game also. Chelsea, you know, second half were good, but we should have had them dead and buried after half an hour, you know, and draw the game. So look, I mean, it's been an unbelievable run by this Manchester United side, you know, and Erik ten Hag, and, you know, let's strap in, because I don't see it ending anytime soon. Now look, we are going to have dips in the road, but what did we say back in the summer? You know, we're seeing now a clear vision and a clear path that the manager wants to go and play. You know, and the players are doing that, and they're following it to the letter of the law. And I was listening to a clip on Twitter the other day about with Steve McLaren, and when Ten Hag was his assistant at FC20, I think it was, basically any time something was going wrong in the game, McLaren would turn to Ten Hag and say, what do we do now, Eric? You know, and he literally could change everything, you know, and every time he had a new idea, a new thing, you know, new formation, you know, drop this lad in, pull him wide, drop him back in, you know, jig things up, and Steve McLaren was just blown away by him. And he was saying basically that's why he's so, I suppose, respected not just by McLaren, but of course by other people, is that, a lot of, not all managers, but the majority of managers, you can do your prep during the week, you can prepare for a game, set up your team in a certain way, you have a certain idea of how the opposition may or may not play, and, your tactics and formation are in line with what the opposition are doing to try and counteract it or so and so. But games change, on a 6 minutes. In 2 minutes the game can change. Your opposition can make a formational change, or, they might get an injury and they might have to bring on somebody else, and that changes things. And that's where Ten Hag comes into his own. He's able to read the game. He's able to make changes, and he's able to affect the game as it's happening. And that's just that's something not a lot of managers can do, and I think we have we potentially have one of the top 5 coaches in the world at the moment. I really do, and he's only there, he has a long way to go. He's at the start of his journey. Well, maybe not the start of his journey, but he's certainly in the I don't know, he's in the early stages of his career, you would have to say. Let's see what people are saying here. Am I not going to get welcomed as a club academy prospect? Whoa. Oisín, when did you join? I totally missed that. Usually I get a notification, but I completely missed that. I do apologise, Oisín. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the academy. As an academy prospect, you're more than welcome. I appreciate the support. Thanks a mil. And you can join us now. Tomorrow night, actually, we're doing our members only video. Now that you're a member, you can join us, and you can come on screen as well if you want. If that's something you're interested in, I'll be sending out the link tomorrow. We're just going to come on. We're going to have a chat like we do every Thursday night. But I appreciate the support, man. Thanks a mil. Welcome. Ben says, welcome to the dark side. Irish Lad is in, says, hi everyone. Going for a 3-1 win for the lads tonight. Confidence is high, and we're looking dangerous. Absolutely. Dylan says, Jim Ratcliffe could be buying us. He certainly could be. He's not going to be the only one though, Dylan. He's just the first one to come out. It would be great if it was him. But I think, not that there's a long way to go, but he's made the first move. You're going to see him. You're going to see anyone interested now over the coming week or two, I'd say, coming out and going, right, we're in. Declare your interest. Were they saying that open for bids in February, and then hopefully full sale by the end of March. So it's going to be relatively quick. Now the club might be sold by March, but it might be maybe April, May before new owners actually take over and so on and so forth. But it's extremely fast in relation to a club the size of Manchester United. So bring it on. Aaron says, I have City to beat Spurs and Haaland and Kane to score and United to beat Palace. Let's hope you're right, Aaron. Let's hope you're right, pal. Rashford to score. And Ben says, I think that's the best thing as well, Jack. He's not scared to change no matter who it is. Absolutely. And I think it's great to have a manager like that. It really is. Oisín says, I joined Monday. Oh, brilliant. See, that's the thing, Oisín. And it's when I can't, the majority of people join during the lives. And then I get a notification pop up on the screen and I can welcome you then. So I do apologise for missing out. Chris is in. Good to see you, pal. Let's go. Cottle says, I hope we get new owners who have good intentions for the club and not just to make money. Well, look, let's look at it this way. If we get the likes of Jim Ratcliffe as an owner, obviously we know he is, a boyhood Manchester United fan. Okay. Now, he's also not an idiot. He is not going to go into Manchester United and blow his whole net worth. He's going to want to, be the owner of Manchester United, but Manchester United also be sustainable. So that's one side of the argument. If we get, for example, a state-run owner, like a Saudi or a Qatari or whoever it is, then, you're basically going to have unlimited funds. Now, unlimited funds buy you the best, whether it's players, whether it's, board members, whether it's, staff members, coaches, facilities, all of that kind of stuff as well. So the only worry I would have is if we have, like, for example, a consortium of, maybe business or investors from America or Europe or Asia or somewhere like that. But regardless of whoever takes over the club, there's going to be a big influx of investment into Manchester United. There has to be. I think any potential new owner coming in now is going to know a number of things. One, heavy investment is still needed in the squad. Two, a new stadium needs to be built or the current one renovated. Three, the training facilities have to be improved drastically, if not, completely revamped. So any owner coming in, is going to look at the books and see all of this and say, right, if I'm buying Manchester United, I'm going to have to do this. I don't want the fans on my back like they've been on the Glazers' back. So, it's something that's, 99% certain to be done. And I think, as we've said before, as long as there's investment into the club, as long as there's competent people in the right areas, football people in charge of football roles, businessmen involved in relation to the business side of the club, then, and there's good investment, and we're trying to improve, we're trying to be the best. That's all we can ask for as a fan. So whoever's the new owner, if they tick the majority of them boxes, then I'm happy. Let's see. Irish Dad says, Eric Ten Hag is the first manager we've had since Fergie that I actually listen to his interviews. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. More stickers, says Chris. I'll certainly get on that tomorrow, Chris. I'm going to get more of them in now. I think we're at the threshold where I can add more, so I certainly will. Popcorn says, I hope we can win tonight. So do I, pal. Chris says, we need to give proper mention for Benny McCarthy for working with Rashi. Absolutely. Coming in as a finishing coach. And I think it was perfect timing, really, given the fact that Rashford was coming off of a poor season, but he was also, just recovered from injury. He was getting back to his best. He had a pre-season under his belt as well. So, it all just came together nicely for him. So, yeah, happy days. As long as Radcliffe doesn't turn out like Newcastle's previous owner, like Mike Ashley. He was a Toon fan as well, but didn't work out. Yeah, but look, I mean, the one thing I would say about that is, look at the job he's done at Nice. Now, he hasn't done, rewritten the owner's guide at Nice, but he's made them stable. He's made them, a top 8, top 6 club. I was reading a piece in The Athletic about him, and the majority of Nice fans at the start, when he was coming in, were thinking, we can now challenge with PSG and these type of teams, and it was never going to be the case. But he's after stabilising them, and they would be in the Premier League aspect of it. There would be maybe a top 6 club, So he's done a really good job there, and he's a smart man. And he's not England's or Britain's wealthiest man for no reason. He's a good businessman. He has a good brain in his head. So let's hope he can, bring. And he's also been involved in cycling as well. He had the Ineos team, in the Tour de France and things. So he's well used to, to putting his money where his mouth is in relation to sporting outlets. Ben says, absolutely, Chris, get him on with Sancho. Little Shaw says, come on United, you're more than welcome, thanks for joining us. Cottle says, any word when Sancho will be back on the pitch? Well, look, he was in Old Trafford the other night. He seems to be, I think he's back training with the squad this week. Now, how much of that he's doing, I'm not 100% sure if he's back fully training or he's joining in for moments and keeping moments to himself. But like we said before, we're not going to rush him, He's he's part of the squad. Give him his time. Ten Hag knows what he's doing, so happy days. It will go with the highest bid, says Chris. Don't think Radcliffe will be the highest. Former 1999 treble winner is in. Dwight York says hello. David Beckham is in as well. 3-0 United. Good to see you guys. A couple of Man United legends in the chat. Thanks for joining. Puffy says, up the Reds. T2T says, hello. Good to see you, pal. Aaron says, did you see what happened last night on BBC? It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. For anyone who didn't hear it, I won't even try and explain it. Just go and search BBC FA Cup and it'll come up. It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. Mary says, don't forget the thumbs up for our host. Everyone, God bless and enjoy. I appreciate it, Mary. Thanks a lot. Anyone new to the channel, guys, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button for me. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. Jono says, what happened to him? I'm not sure who you're talking about there, Jono. Let me know who you're talking about. Frive says, good evening, everyone. Let's get the win tonight, no matter what. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's go. Oshin, is that why Jack doesn't give out his number, Ben? I don't know what that's on about, but I don't give out my number. Fair play to whoever pulled that off, says Cottle. Yeah, so it's a YouTuber guy who does pranks. I can't remember his name, but he has a video up on his YouTube page of him sneaking in and putting the phone behind the wherever he put it. So yeah, it's unreal. What happened to Sancho, says John? Yeah, so Sancho has just been out. He's been given time to train on his own to get mentally and physically right to be able to play again. So Ten Hag noticed he was kind of slipping, give him his own private training routine, and he's just giving him time to get his head right, basically. Chris says, do we bring back Diallo? I don't think so at the moment, Chris. I would say now at the moment I mean, it looks like we have enough cover there at the moment. Can he be recalled after January? I don't know. Or is it just in the middle of the transfer window? But, you know, with Sancho coming back, Anthony there, Rashford, Martial can play on the left now that Weghorst is there as well. Elanga is there. Garnacho is there. I think we have enough cover. I would leave Diallo where he is because he's he definitely is going to get, you know, a hell of a lot more game time with Sunderland than he is back at Manchester United. You know, so you want to keep developing. Thoughts on Dortmund interested in Elanga? Yeah, I mean, look, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised. You know, I don't know what kind of game time he would get over there. Look, I don't think he's good enough for Manchester United. I wouldn't be selling him in January. Again, I've said this on countless occasions. You know, our squad is still very thin, and I would be hoping to keep as many players as possible in the January transfer window and just get to the summer with what we have and go for the top four. Try get a couple of cups under our belt. You know, if we can do well in the Europa League or the FA Cup, great chance in the Carabao Cup, but keep the squad together. And if they want him in the summer, then right, cash in. Liam says, missed the first half. Have we played well? Hasn't started yet, Liam. Kickoff is 8 o'clock, friends, so about 6 minutes to go. Cooper is in. Good to see you, pal. Who was in the starting 11? Yeah, so anyone who didn't hear, starting 11, De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Martinez, Varane, Luke Shaw, Ederson, Casemiro, Bruno, then Anthony, Rashford, and Weghorst is the starting 11. So there we go. Let's see what else. See what people are saying here. Dortmund could make a proper good player of him, like they did with Sancho. Maybe so. I do think Sancho's, you know, even before Sancho went to Dortmund, he was way better than Elanga is now. Thought it was 7 p.m. No, you're bang on time, pal. Stick with us. We'll be here for the game. Weghorst to get his first goal, guaranteed to be a header, says Irish lad. Wouldn't it be? Look, if he gets one, happy days. Off the mark as quick as possible. Let's see. Twig says, how's it going? I'm over on a bus in Limerick with my friends, so I'll be there for half time. No problem, pal. We'll be here. Cooper says perfect team for tonight. Yeah, look, I mean, Weghorst coming in, big strong chap. Mix it up. See what happens. Great, we've another more traditional attacking option now, says Ushin. Great target holder, man. Exactly. And the more options we have, the better, you know. It really is. More options we can get, the better it's going to be for us. I'm going back to Kerry. I was up in Talas, says Twigs. Well, look, stick with us, man. We'll be here if you want to keep up to date. Guys, I'm going to go and grab my water, and I have to get the old halftime potatoes ready as well. So let me grab them. We need all the luck we can get. We haven't lost yet with the halftime potatoes. Give me a sec. I'll be right back to you. U-N-I-C-E-D, United are the team for me. Now, we're back. Good to see you back, guys. Great to see so many people in as well, guys. Do smash the like button if you're new to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to, what have we got, subscribers? We're on the road to 2,100, so, which is great to see. My goal might be a bit of a stretch, but my goal is 5,000 subscribers by the end of the season, so it'd be great if we could make it. If not, look, not to worry. But if you're new to the channel, do hit the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up as well. Helps us out an awful lot. But yeah, I do appreciate it. Let's see. So yeah, teams are out on the pitch, getting ready to go. We're getting through the starting 11 here. So yeah, let's see what people are saying here. Irish Dad says, Eric Ten Hag not worried about Casemiro getting another yellow card. He'll miss Arsenal again if he picks up on. Yeah, look, I mean, I was thinking about that a lot today myself, and I mean, the one thing I would say about Casemiro, you would be thinking, right, if it was a young player like Anthony or you know, even Martinez or someone like that. But for someone like Casemiro, who's, you know, he's seasoned, he's smart, he's professional, you'd be expecting he could get through the game without a yellow card. But I do also think that if you know, if we're 2 or 3 goals up after 50, 60 minutes, gone off the field straight away, you know. So let's see what happens. Cotton says, can't wait to see the Butcher back in action. Yeah, good to see him back, bye. Footy is in, good to see you, pal. I'm excited for this match. Hopefully a solid 3-1 win. Come on. Well, that is my prediction. My prediction is 3-1. But let's see what happens. Liam says, totally random. I have a podcast, but I'm only getting around 20 listeners per episode. How would you suggest I increase listeners? 20 listeners is not too bad for a podcast, to be honest with you. Just keep doing what you're doing. They'll come. Don't change to try and get listeners. Just stay the way you are, and if they come, they come. But I would set up, if it's your podcast, I would set up social media around promoting that podcast. So set up a TikTok page for the podcast. I don't know if you're recording your podcast on camera or if it's just audio, but you know, you can take snippets from it then and upload them as TikToks and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts and stuff like that. So yeah, that would be my advice. Because they all link back. You know, if TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, they all link back together. And if you have them all linked together, then, you know, you might find 3 new listeners on Twitter one day and 2 new listeners on Facebook, and then they'll come and listen to next week, and then you're at 25 listeners. So, you know, network. It's a lot of work, but nearly ready to go, guys. Let me get this timer up and running as well. Like I said, we're only live on YouTube tonight. We've got banned off of TikTok live for a week. Man City fan reported me for hate. Man City fans are too salty by. Yeah, but yeah, someone reported me, you know, after the full-time whistle. And I was just talking away, shouting, going, yes, come on, and giving the City fans a bit of stick and stuff. And then I looked back and TikTok was gone, saying, yeah, so I got banned for a week. But I'll have TikTok back for the Arsenal game on Sunday. So happy days. But we're up and running, guys. Casemiro is limping already, and we're only 15 seconds in. I don't know what happened there. Jock is in. Good to see you, pal. Any word on Delo coming back? Wan-Bissaka needs competition, or his performances fall through getting comfortable without it? No word yet, but yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, let's hope we can get a positive result tonight regardless. Here's Wan-Bissaka coming down the right now. And I mean, look, Sellers Park is always a difficult place to go. Cross into the box, headed away. But I think, yeah, I think we really do have to be on our toes tonight. I think first goal is very important here. And Casemiro clipping it into Weghorst there already. I mean, you can see him straight away, the size of him. But United doing well in possession here. Keeping Crystal Palace pinned back. We're getting a bit of joy down the right-hand side early on. And Wan-Bissaka being well involved along with Anthony, and Bruno is out there as well. So good start by United, I have to say. And possession, I think, is going to win this game more than anything. If we can keep possession, keep wearing them down left to right, front to back, you know, keep making them work for it, then you would be expecting long term that they won't be able to keep pace. But United are doing well to win back the ball here. On the left hand side now, goes all the way back to Martinez. Good to see him back in the team again. If he has all of the Argentinian beer ran out of his system at this stage. If Casemiro gets a yellow, he'll be gone for the Arsenal game. Big risk, says Alex. Yeah, look, let's see. I think he's professional enough to get through the game. But I think I can understand why Ten Hag is playing him. Because this is more of a, not a must win, but it's more of a game that we should be winning. You know, and I think if you were to rest Casemiro against Crystal Palace and then not pick up 3 points going into an Arsenal game with Casemiro in it, you're still not guaranteed 3 points out of that game anyway. So I think we just have to take every game as it comes more than anything. I do understand it's a risk, but I don't know when them cards get rescinded. Do you have to play a certain amount of games and they go, or do you have them for the full season? I'm not sure. Here's Crystal Palace now. Edward, good defending by Luke Shaw there, and United cleared their lines. A good counter by United. Oh, great play. Here's Bruno now. Tries to play it first time. Weghorst just behind him. Bruno tried to be a bit too fast with it there. But United win back the ball again. It's good play by United, I have to say. But again, Edward wins the flick on for Crystal Palace, and you can see that's the kind of danger that they pose. But United comfortable in possessions. You know what, we're not even 4 minutes in. It feels like longer, but United basically had the ball for the majority of that. Chris says, members chat Thursday. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. And we're welcoming Ushi into the members only videos on tomorrow night as well. So Oshin is a member now too. Are you still in trouble on TikTok? Yep. Up until Saturday. I get my lives back on Saturday. Actually, I never really checked it. I must check it here. I just took them at their word. You know what I mean? Yeah, my access is suspended until 2:25 on January the 21st. City fans reported me for giving them a bit of stick. They're a bit soft, aren't they? Luke Shaw playing out of position, says Ben. Yeah, he won't be used to playing left back at this rate. That's mad. And listen to the commentator saying it here. The last time Manchester United played in Selhurst Park in January was the night Eric Cantona gave the fan the Kung Fu kick. 28 years ago. It's pretty mad, ain't it? Palace enjoying a little bit more possession the last couple of minutes here now. And they do well to play through United here. Varane does well to sweep up. But Palace win the second ball. Tyke says, are you finished with TikTok? No, I'm not finished. Just banned on the live for a week, Tyke. I have to watch my language when it comes to City fans, supposedly. There's Bruno with a little back. Now, he does well, but a little back heel gives the ball away. He wins it back straight away, but they're the kind of little flicks and tricks that you don't need on the halfway line. And a crossfield ball there by Luke Shaw is intercepted, and Palace are coming down the left here. Cross into the box. Bruno does enough. Jesus, nearly not enough. He took a bit of a risk there. Ederson tries a crossfield ball, but it goes all the way back to the Palace goalkeeper. So, a bit edgy here, I have to say, in the opening 6.5 minutes. Maguire, McTominay, Jones, Donny, Martial, all to go on the summer, says Irish lad. Yeah. Maguire, McTominay, Jones, Donny, Martial. Yeah, I would say Alanga as well. Wan-Bissaka will probably go. Here's Rashford in now. Lovely ball by Bruno. Weghorst busting a gut to get in there. Rashford's one-on-one. Gets to the end line. Good blocks. Rashford's still there. Oh, defender does really well. Does really, really well. Good opportunity for United there. And again, a quick break. They're really dangerous in transition. Good chance though. Martinez gives away a free on the halfway line for a push. Yeah, so let's see. Cooper says, what happened with you on TikTok? Yeah, I explained that one already. We're not on TikTok live, Sean. I'm afraid I'm banned for a week for some City fan on Saturday reported me for bad language or something. I don't know. so yeah, we'll be back on TikTok on Sunday for the Arsenal game. We'll give the Arsenal fans a bit of stick. Do any of them report me? There's nothing you can really do. If someone reports you, they report you. And if you're shouting and roaring and giving out, then I appealed it, but nothing came of it. So Liam says, where are you watching this? I'm watching it in my house, Liam. My own house. My front room. And it's absolutely freezing, so I'm going to turn on the heating here. So I am. Oh, lovely break by United. Here's Bruno busting up the left-hand side here. Anthony trying to get in. Great ball. Oh, keeper spills it. Oh, second ball. Who's there? Weghorst trying to get to it. Oh, keeper living dangerously there. Another lightning fast break up the left-hand side for United. Really looking dangerous. Martinez steps in, does really well. But yeah, United looking dangerous on the counter and in the transition again. Oh, what my sorry, Liam. It's on Sky Sports main event. That's what we're watching it on. Tig says, great to turn on the heating from your phone. It is. It's an absolute game changer. I have it now about 2 years. Just turn on the hot water or something when you're 20 minutes from home if you're getting a shower or something like that. It's brilliant. Ben, Ben says it's on Sky Sports. Here's Palace now. United are okay. Sniper says, bad choice from Eric Ten Hag starting Casemiro. I wouldn't say a bad choice. I mean, if we win this game, we go into second. So, still no guarantees we're going to beat Arsenal on the weekend if Casemiro is in the team. You just have to take every game as it comes, you know. Oh, lovely ball by Bruno. Rashford is in. Flag stays down. Oh, Rashford. Oh, the flag went up in the end, but Rashford he tries to be too clever, thinks the keeper will go down and chips it over him, but the keeper just kind of stays there and catches the ball. He's a mile offside, but obviously the flag doesn't go up until the ball either goes into the net or the whole thing is run through. But Rashford should have really buried that regardless. United knocking on the door here. Jack has heat and potatoes and Sky Sports. No shortage of money in Kilkenny. Jeez, I don't know about that. Sky Sports cost me a fucking fortune, boy. I'm not making any money on this channel at all. It's costing me money, so it is. And the potatoes are all multi-pack anyway, so we save a few bob on that as well. I wish I could live in a place that is cold all the time, says Cooper. Oh, I don't think you do. I don't think you do. But here's Martinez coming out now, plays a wide to Shaw. United playing well. The United away fans are unbelievable. You can hear them over the whole of Sellers Park. You have to hold your hands up to them. They're absolutely quality, boy. So they are. But great to see so many people in, guys. Like I said, if you haven't done so, do smash the like button for me. Hit the thumbs up. Helps out the channel an awful lot. And like I said, if you're new, do hit the subscribe button. Bottom right hand corner. And if anyone wants to become an official member of the channel, like Oisin did on Monday, the link is in the description. You get extra content. We do a live every Thursday night where you can get involved. You get a badge beside your name, all of that good stuff. Check out the options. Link is in the description or it's pinned to the top of the chat as well. Here's Palace now down the right hand side. Bruno closes down well, but Palace win the throw. Ben says go to the A. That's always cold and empty. Love it. Love it. It's more empty than cold though. But yeah, United doing a good press there, making Crystal Palace go all the way back to their goalkeeper. Weghorst is putting himself about, working his socks off, which is good to see. Cooper, you don't worry, man. That's no problem at all. Here's Crystal Palace down the right hand side again now. Cross into the box, too deep, goes for a goal kick. Sniper says 10-1 for Weghorst to score a header. Might be a bad shout. Mightn't be a bad shout. Mightn't be a bad shout. Let me see. I think I have a fiver in my account. €2 I have. Let's see here. Go on, we do Weghorst to score first there. See, these are the things I can't do when I'm on TikTok because my phone is being used for it. So, but anyway, Ederson now out on the left-hand side. Recycles it all the way around to Varane. United just been patient here, you'd have to say. Shane is in. Good to see you, pal. Sniper says bet365. Yeah, that's what I'm on as well. I very rarely use it, to be quite honest with you. I didn't even know I had that €2 in it. Here's Weghorst now. Lays it off to Casemiro on the edge of the box. Ederson has a bit of space. Oh, lovely ball to Luke Shaw now. Free cross. Back post. Oh, nobody there. Casemiro keeps it though. Oh, lovely ball by Anthony Wan-Bissaka. Chip. Goes all the way through to Luke Shaw. Has a strike! Oh, would have been a lovely goal. Side foots it all the way across and through. Good pressure by United. Great strike by Luke Shaw. Just outside the far post. Good play. Good play. Oh, Martinez gets an elbow in the face there. Oh, that was a dirty one. Have we blood? We've blood. He's busted wide open here. Oh, that's a filthy arm. I don't know what way this is going to be looked at now by VAR. But he's putting his arm back like that. And Martinez runs straight into an elbow. I'd be surprised if Martinez... This looks like stitches here. And of course we have Lindelof. Who have we got? Lindelof, Maguire, and of course then Malacia if you wanted to put Luke Shaw back in. But it is Maguire and Lindelof getting warmed up. It looked like just a heavy one. Liam says, just followed you on Insta. I seen that, Liam. Appreciate it, pal. Ten Hag having a word with the fourth official here. Irish that says, no way I'd let Wan-Bissaka go in the summer. I think these players are actually being coached and developed. Maybe so, yeah. Look, I'm just going off of maybe what I'm hearing from... I mean, that's an elbow. I mean, his arm is like that. I don't know. I've seen him give him for less, I have to say. Let's see. But yeah, sorry, I was just on about Wan-Bissaka there in relation to the club were saying that they would let Wan-Bissaka leave in the summer. Or sorry, in the January transfer window if another right back was available for United to go out and buy. So it does look like Ten Hag wants to improve that area. So we'll just have to wait and see. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is the best one-move-on defender I've seen in a long time. I agree. I absolutely agree. I think he's a brilliant, brilliant defender. He's a real old-school defender that can fucking defend. You know, there's a lot of defenders now that are, you know, take Trent Alexander-Arnold, for example. He's a defender that isn't able to defend, but plays there because he's so good going forward. You know, I played as a right full for the majority of my career, and I always knew that my first job was to defend more than anything else. So Mbappe says, how do you think Wout will do? Look, let's give him a bit of time. He's settling in. He's working hard here at the moment. Hasn't had a lot. Hasn't hasn't had much opportunity, not many balls in him, but he's working hard. All he can ask for is 100% effort, you know. And if he does that, the United fans will be happy with him. Really will, you know. It's because his height, they won't look at it, says Paddy Pooper. Yeah, I suppose. Well, Martinez is back on all bandaged up. No better man. Irish says, how we didn't go for Trippier. I think he's world class. Yeah, but look, I think Trippier went there for the money. There's no way he thought that Newcastle were going to be where they are this quick. You know, everyone was saying, oh, he's gone there now for 2 or 3 seasons. You know, and by the time Newcastle are really motoring, he'll be done. You know. But fair play to him. You know, he is a fantastic footballer. Absolutely he is. Good cover there by Luke Shaw. And Casemiro does well to clean up the second ball. And a foul given away on Bruno. Anyone remember what McTominay got sent off for against Spurs, and that Lisandro elbow is not even booked? A joke, says Shane. Yeah, I mean, the more I look at it, and his arm was like when he was going to head the ball, he just went like that and headed it. I was like, oh, I've seen him being given before, and I've seen red cards for it before. You know, I think he got lucky, but look. Martinez is back on here anyway. Gives it to Luke Shaw. United's close passing, you know, less than 10 yards, 10, 15 yard passing, triangles, 1, 2, 3s are just so good to watch. They're so composed on the ball now compared to what we were last year. It's really, really nice to watch, I have to say. Here's Rashford now. Just gets closed out. Crystal Palace give away the ball. Back to Luke Shaw here again. Ball all the way back to De Gea, who has to clean up. But United getting in great positions, even when we do lose the ball. Like, that's a great example of it. So ball has to go all the way back to De Gea, so there's a massive shift from players to get from one end of the field to the other. Anthony! Oh, hits the side netting. Keeper was in no man's land. Anthony and the left full were hustling and bustling for the ball. Casemiro with a lovely ball over the top, and the keeper comes out and says, oh, I'm not going. Anthony gets to it, goes to lob him. Oh, and it's just outside the near post, hits the side netting. But he was there was a heavy arm on him, so he was slightly off balance. But another good opportunity for United there. Oh, Wan-Bissaka does really well stepping out there. I've been impressed with him the last couple of games, I have to say. Sniper says, bring in that young Nunez fella from Wolves. He's going to be a top player. Yeah. Look, I'm under no illusions that Ten Hag has a list of players that he already wants for the summer, and maybe United are doing business in the background already. We just don't know. But be under no illusions, Ten Hag knows the areas he needs to improve, and he probably has a list of players he wants. First, second, thirds, you know. But obviously, you know, a number 9 is by far the most important in the January transfer, or not in the summer transfer window. You know, obviously Weghorst is in, and he's going to do a job there for us until the summer. But we need a big number 9, not a big number 9, but we need a big name number 9. You know, a player that's, you know, going to be our first choice striker for the next 5 years minimum. You know, whether that would be Harry Kane, whether that would be Victor Osimhen, Benjamin Sesko, whoever it may be. We're going to need one in the summer. So we are. Footy says, I think Liverpool are trying to get him too. Cooper says, Rashi is my goat. Paul says, hey man, how's things? Good to see you, Paul. Thanks for joining us. Liam says, funny how everyone thought Ten Hag meant business from day one. Oh, I knew Ten Hag meant business from before he got the United job. I remember saying it when Solskjaer first got sacked and we didn't know who was coming in. And there was talks of Conte, because if you remember, I think Conte was Conte a free agent at the time? And I was saying, go out and get Ten Hag. Just go get him. But obviously, I think Ajax were still in the Champions League at the time and they were going for 3 leagues in a row or something like that. I'm just so happy we got him. I really am. Echo says, what's up with TikTok tonight? I'm banned until Saturday. Oh, Weghorst is in, is he? Oh no, it just beats him to it. But yeah, a City fan reported me for hate or something like that. I was giving City fans stick. So yeah, no TikTok tonight, but we'll be back on TikTok for the Arsenal game on Sunday. Sniper says, I think Weghorst is another Andy Carroll. Look, let's see what happens. He doesn't have... He's not lightning quick, that's for sure. But it'll take him a while to settle in. Of course it will. He's going from playing, for Besiktas to playing with Man United in the Premier League. It's going to take him a few weeks to settle in, I think. Aaron says, Goldbridge thinks we get Kane. I tell you, I think we might get Kane as well. Here's Wan-Bissaka now. Cross into the box. Headed clear the near post. Well, United keep possession. Ball switch to the left. Rashford going to chase it down here with Tanya Klein and wins a throw in the corner. But yeah, I think we're going to be in for Kane as well. Kane, and my reason being is he's not going to leave the Premier League. Because, one, why would you leave the best league in the world? 2, he's on for the highest score in the history, and I think he'll beat Shearer's record. Eventually, I think he will. And also, he's not going to go to Arsenal. He's not going to go to Chelsea. City have a striker. Liverpool have a striker. Is he going to go to Newcastle? I wouldn't think so, because he wants to win trophies. And I think United are probably best suited to win trophies before Newcastle are, unless they do something unbelievable in the transfer window. So I think it's set up for United to sign Harry Kane in the summer. I really do. Weghorst wouldn't be the quickest, says Irish lad. Can't stand that Goldbridge lad. Look, I don't mind him. I prefer the Stretford Paddock. More so because there's more interaction on it than anything, and it's something that I would like to get on this if I ever do eventually get 100,000 subscribers or something crazy like that. I would like to have someone else besides me, and that's why I do the podcast with Ricey, because it's a different perspective. I don't want just my perspective, so yeah. So Bruno and Anthony having a go at each other here. Anthony gave the ball away and Bruno had a go, and Anthony's having another go back at him. Casemiro now tries to play through Anthony, but good header there. Oshin says, can you see Kane coming if a 200k cap comes in at United? Yeah, I do, because I think that cap is a smoke screen. You could easily give Kane 200 grand as a base salary, and the whole world thinks he's on 200 grand a week, and then give him give him, I don't know, give him 10 grand per pint. You know, or not 10 grand, or 100 or 50 grand per pint in the Premier League that you get, or you know, you could just stack a load of goal bonuses on it, and you know, a lot of achievable bonuses. But to the whole world, it looks like he's on 200 grand a week. But you know, if he hits his targets, then he's probably going to be on more than 350. You know, that kind of a way. And I think that's probably a good way to be. You know, because it incentivizes players to play well and, you know, hit their targets, and it's a target-based contract. Right, we'll give you 200 grand a week, but if you hit your targets every week, you're easily going to be on 300 grand, you know, if you hit everything. And I think that's the right way to do it, because it keeps players motivated. It really does. Here's Shaw now down the left-hand side, cross into the box. Weghorst! Oh, onto the roof of the net. Oh, we can see the different way United could potentially score goals. What are we, half an hour on the button? Luke Shaw opens his body, whips one in with plenty of pace. Weghorst just gets up, tries to guide it into the far top corner, and it's not far away, just over the crossbar and onto the roof of the net. That's what he's there for. We'll pay too much for Kane, says Party Pooper. I reckon we could get him for 80 million, 70, 80 million. Because he's not going to want to stay at Spurs. Spurs are not going to let him stay another season because they want to get as much money for him as possible. So, here's Rashford now. Just smothered out. Yeah, Crystal Palace cleared their lines. So yeah, I think we could. I don't think we're going to be. I don't think we're going to be far away from him. I really don't. Lee Bowyer versus Dyer, round 2. LOL, says Ben. Vout looks like he's running in slow motion. He does. Look, he's working hard. Let's give him time. Let's give him time. I'm not going to slag him yet. T2T says, would Kane and Rashford be good up front? Well, Rashford is not up front. Rashford is wide left. Could you imagine Sancho coming back and absolutely burning it up? Oh, lovely layoff there by Rashford. Comes to Weghorst. Comes back to Casemiro with a strike, and it's well blocked. Could you imagine if Sancho started burning it up again to the levels he was doing in the Bundesliga? And you had a front three of Rashford, Kane and Sancho, with Anthony and Garnacho to come off the bench. Fucking hell. You know. Back from the brink says, I like Flying Pig as well. Yeah, I like him. I watch him a few times as well. Yeah, I certainly do. Echo says, Teos. Them Teos. We've got him. We've got him. Sham, thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Appreciate it. Free kick now. Crystal Palace with the header. Casemiro with the second one. Still in the box though. Weghorst clears it. It's going to be Rashford to come away with it. Oh, he's just pushed off it a bit too easily. But Ederson is there on the second ball. Crystal Palace closed down well. But Casemiro just slows the game down. How old is Kane? Must be 30 now. Yeah, he's 30 in July. But, I mean, you'd easily get 4 seasons out of him. And he's in his peak at the moment, you would think, you know. Bruno now with a strike. Oh, just wide. Is she alright, yeah? She asleep? Yeah. Good. Enjoy your walk. What are you saying? Cool. So yeah, goal kick here to Crystal Palace. Be nice to get a goal before half time. What have we got? 11 minutes to go of normal time. There'll probably be a few minutes added for the Martinez head injury. Good pressure by United there, though. From what you're saying, it sounds like we're dominating possession. Well, we've been comfortable. In terms of the statistics, let's have a look here. If they'll just open. Let's have a look here. Crystal Palace, Manchester United. Stats. No, stats are not working for some reason. But yeah, I mean, look, United haven't been troubled by Crystal Palace, really. We've created the majority of chances. Crystal Palace have had one half chance, maybe. But yeah, great to see so many people in, guys. Nearly at 1,000 viewers so far. If you're new, like I said, do hit the subscribe button. Hit a thumbs up on the video as well on the live. Helps the channel out an awful lot. Gets more people in watching. Really do appreciate it. If you're looking for a good snack, I highly recommend Cheetos Crunchy Style. Unbelievable. See, I'm a very plain Jane kind of, you know, plain bar dairy milk, cheese and onion potatoes, you know, a bottle of orange, you know. But I'll give them a go someday. Oh, here's Casemiro. Oh, what a tackle. Jeez, that was a great tackle by, I don't know who it was for Crystal Palace, but Casemiro was in only for it. And Ederson now has a chase on here with Zaha. Does really well, Ederson. Great defending by Ederson, because he knew Casemiro was committed up the far end and he needed to put in the defensive work there. Great play by Ederson. Never like a front three of only English players, though. It feels wrong for some reason. Yeah. I know what you mean. But look, I mean, it wouldn't always be them three. You'd have Anthony on the right, you know, Brazilian. You'd have Garnacho on the left, Argentinian. You know, so I don't know. I think Casemiro, or I think Kane would be a good signing. I think it would be. Now, does that say I want him ahead of Osman? Not particularly. Osman is what, 7 years younger than him, probably more, I think even. And now he's tearing it up in Serie A. And the only difference there is we know Kane can do it in the Premier League. Oh, referee! Free in the edge of the box here. Good opportunity for United. Luke Shaw with a great run there and links up really well with Rashford. Pierce says, sack Eric Ten Hag, sign Zidane. Yeah, that would be very clever, wouldn't it? Sham says Ireland will win the World Cup 2026. I hope you're right. Jack and Ryan are in. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. I will try them. I will try them Cheetos, yeah. I will, absolutely. So great opportunity here now is Rashford over the ball. About 10 yards less, 7-8 yards outside the box. Good opportunity now. Hit the target. Test the keeper, hopefully. What have we got? About 7 minutes of normal time to play. Here's Rashford now. Strike! Oh, just pulls it wide. A bit too much. Bit too much dip and whip. I think United should sign Jack Points. Wage demands though. Yeah, they'd be too high. They couldn't afford me. How could I leave the United Community Channel? I'd be gone in a heartbeat. You'd never see me on YouTube again. Well, you would, because someone else would be talking about me on their United fan channel. In a heartbeat, boy. Party Pooper says Luke Shaw is absolutely world class with a bit of confidence. He really is. Really is. Oh, excuse me. Now, what have we got? Just over 5 minutes of normal time. United do look comfortable, but I'd like to have the comfort of a 1-0 lead going in at half time. So I would. I mean, in terms of going to Sellers Park, it's never an easy place to go. But we've basically been comfortable. I don't want to jinx anything. Here's Crystal Palace now. Edward. Oh my God. David De Gea with an unbelievable save. What a save. And just as I was saying, United are looking comfortable in this first half, Edward comes out with an absolute worldly of a strike. Oh, De Gea. He didn't cut his fingernails this morning. That's how little of a touch he got on it. His fingernail got on it and tipped it onto the crossbar. World class save. And I keep saying it. A goalkeeper's number one job is to stop goals going in. And Jesus, there's not many better than him. What a save. What a save. Crystal Palace come again though. Down the left-hand side. To throw. What a save! That's our number one, says Ben. Absolutely. Footy says, what a save. Shane says, Shaw has to be in the mix for player of the season. Literally can do anything. Defend, world-class attack. World-class, no better defender in the world right now. Here's Crystal Palace now. Cross to the back post. Heads it down. Zaha tries a strike. Bruno does well. Oh, gets Anthony away. You have the pace of that first lad if you keep going. Oh, brilliant run out of Anthony. He runs the length of the pitch and wins a corner. Talk about taking pressure off your team. What a great positive run out of Anthony there. Runs all the way. Richards, in fairness, keeps in with him. But Anthony is so positive. Tries to go to the end line with him, and Richards has to get a toe in, and we win a corner out of it. Great play by Anthony there. Corner now. Big Weghorst. Come on, my son. Cross into the box. Header at the near post. Bobbles up, though. Weghorst is up for the second one. Martinez, oh, it's bobbling around. Weghorst again. Yeah, eventually Crystal Palace cleared their line. Oh, Zaha's one-on-one with Wan-Bissaka here. No problem. Of course! No problem. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Best 1v1 defender in the world. It's a good game, though. Crystal Palace are coming again here. Strike is blocked by Martinez, Wan-Bissaka and Casemiro and Bruno. Between them all, clear their lines. Weghorst does well to hold the ball up, just slow it down a little bit. Casemiro tries to get Rashford away, but Klein deals with it. Good game of football here. End-to-end stuff. What have we got? Just over 2 minutes of normal time to play. Probably going to be about 4, I'd say, minimum added on. But we've got a game of ball on our hands. Here's Ederson now. Puts it back. Bruno. Chance. Yes. Yeah. 1-0 to United. And a brilliant time to get the goal. Christian Eriksen is involved again. And like I said, United have really transitioned from defence to attack really well. Really fast. Have looked really dangerous. And Ederson gets down the left-hand side. Gets into the box. Pulls it back. Bruno's in acres of space. Has time to take a touch. Picks his spot. He's about 8-9 yards out. Buries it. Keeper hasn't got a hope. United are 1-0 up. Happy days. You'd have to say it's no more than what they deserve. Just before half time. Brilliant. United 1 up. Collar goes up. Come on. Yeah, lovely run by Ederson. Rashford sees him, pulls it back to Bruno. This is all Christian Eriksen. It's all Christian Eriksen. What a great goal. Great goal. And Bruno doesn't miss from there. He really doesn't. Happy days. The collar goes up, boys. Let's go. Happy days. Collars up everywhere. Get the red love hearts into the chat as well. I want to see him from everyone. Come on, let me see him. Great time to get a goal. Really is. Really, really good time to get a goal. That's it, John. Love to see it. But look, I mean, you'd have to say it's not more than United deserve after that first half performance. They've been really good. They're just showing it on the screen here. In the Premier League this season, United have scored first in 10 games and have won all 10 of them. So it's a good omen, but it's not something to rest on now. You know, I want to see a second goal, hopefully in the second half, and you know, as early as possible, get the likes of Casemiro off the field. You know, give lads rests. That's what we need. You know, all the love hearts are in. Party Pooper, Oisin, Ben, Liam, Timmy with the Switzerland one, I think, is it? John says, are you not on TikTok tonight? No, I'm banned for a week, John, because I was giving City fans too much stick and they reported me on Saturday's live. So yeah, they banned me for a week, but we'll be back for the Arsenal one on Sunday. So happy days. I saw that, good man. I mean, look, it has to be done. These poor Man City fans getting a bit salty. You know, they've had it all too easy for the last few years. United are back. So they are. But yeah, 3 minutes of added time, guys. Just over a minute gone. So we're closing in on half time here. Brilliant time to score. Irish lad just said it in the chat there. Yeah, it really is a brilliant time to score. And you would... you know, like I said, it is what United deserve at the moment, but let's not rest on that now. Hopefully, Ten Hag will get into him a bit at half-time, get him coming out raring to go, and an early goal. I think an early goal in the second half is so important. Try get some of the players off that need a rest, or as we know, Casemiro is one yellow away, so we need him. We need him for Sunday as well. Here's Rashford now. Palace clear their lines in the end. Casemiro does really well. Weghorst is linking up quite well, I have to say. He's holding the ball up well. He's dropping out. First touch looks good. Big and strong. Drawing defenders with him, but bringing United players into the game as well. He does look like he's running through water at times. But I'm happy enough with him so far. Footy says, just hope we don't let it slip. Second place, here we come. Well, as it stands, we're in second place in the Premier League. No one said he was blazing plastic, Chris. No, they didn't, in fairness. There's half time, guys. And 1-0 to Manchester United. Good first half, you'd have to say. And I think it's look, it's exactly what United deserve. We should be at least one goal up. We've had a few chances there in the first half, and United have played well, keep their shape. You know, you can see there's a game plan there. They've stuck to it. Palace have had one or two half chances as well. You'd have to. Well, Jesus, no. I mean, just before we scored, Edward had. I mean, it's one of the saves of the season so far from De Gea. He gets a fingernail to it, but yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Sham says title race. Let's not turn into Liverpool here. One step at a time. One step at a time. Look, I do think we're in a title race. You cannot say we're not in a title race if we're currently 2 points ahead of City. And they're in the title race. So technically we are. Doesn't mean we're going to win it. I don't think we will win the league. But I can understand why people are saying we're in a title race. But anyway. I am going to do a... I'm going to do a quick TikTok here. Just to let everyone know that we're live. Because I forgot to do it before the game. So you get a kind of behind the scenes on how I make my TikToks. Hi guys! We're live at YouTube at the moment. What's this? Hi guys, we're currently live over on YouTube at the moment. We're doing a watch along for United and Crystal Palace. Half time 1-0 to United. Come over, join along. Link is on the homepage to the YouTube channel. Get in, get involved in the chat. Come join the excitement. See you over there. That's how the magic happens. That is how the magic happens. Basically. Don't worry everyone. We have him here. Not going anywhere. One sec now. Just have to get the old hashtags in here. You know yourself. Hashtag. Now, there we go. All done.
Ready, are you ready?
Anyway. So, let me know in the chat, guys. Yes or no? Are we in a title race? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. I want to see what everyone else thinks. I've got really long hair in my nose that I need to pull out. It's fucking annoying me. 1 second. I have water in my eyes after that now. That is literally the sorest thing anyone can ever do. So Sham says, yeah, we are. Irsa says, I think City will drop more points this season. If we win tonight and draw or win on Sunday, we're definitely in for a shout. Yeah, I mean, look, City are going to drop more points this season. But so are we. And so are Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal still have to play City twice. You know. That's huge. That really is huge. And I do think we're in a title race. I mean, if we were to win the Premier League this year, you know, in Ten Hag's first season in charge, I mean, my God, it would be absolutely unbelievable. So it would. It really would. And I think, look, it's not out of the realms of possibility. It really isn't. Shoka says, if we win the league this year, give Ten Hag a statue. Oh, he'll get one. He will get one. So, it's not out of the realms of possibility, but we don't want to be them set of fans that go, you know. I remember the year that Gerrard slipped. I have a good few Liverpool fans. I mean, I was getting one in particular. Tommy, you know who you are. I remember him ringing me at like 3 o'clock in the morning one night when he was out in the beer after Liverpool won a game or something before Gerrard slipped. He just rang me saying, we're going to win the league and now you're going to believe us and that. You know what I mean? And then the following week Gerrard slipped and it was just fucking bedlam. So, you know, I think we don't want to turn out. We don't want to be that kind of a fan base. Just let's take a game at a time and see what happens. You know, let's just take it one game at a time. We'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. Tommy, thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Really appreciate it. For anybody that's new to the channel, you might be wondering why I'm eating these. For anyone that's not from Ireland, these are our version of Walkers or Lay's crisps, and they're nicer than any crisps on the face of the planet. Get yourself a hand. But anyway, I don't think we've lost. Someone in the chat may correct me. I don't think we've lost any time. I've eaten a bag of potatoes at half time. I remember we lost to Aston Villa. I didn't have the potatoes on the day and we lost. But every time I've eaten them, we've won. So basically, Ten Hag can thank me for the great run of form that we're on at the moment. You're welcome, Eric. Eric, you are welcome. But anyway. Crazy Irishman is in. Good to see you, pal. Ben says, I'm just happy we're in the conversation. That's all we can ask for. Chris says, we need the United crest as a sticker on the YouTube channel. Okay. I'll get on that. We lost to City and you had a pack. No, I didn't. Because I was in Italy at the time. And I done the game in the Etihad. If anyone remembers, I only done it on TikTok. And my dad was in it with me because we were sitting on the balcony in Lake Garda having a beer. Watching it. And I didn't have any. Crazy Irish says 21 in 23. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Who do you go for in hurling, says Sham? Well, I'm from Kilkenny, so on the Cats. If you win the league, I'll super chat you 100 quid, no joke, says Dale. I remember the signal was shy. It was shy. It was in Lake Garda. The Italians are just living in the 1960s in a lot of areas, but that's why it's such a great place. But yeah, drinking Moretti, we were, Chris. Drinking Moretti. Now, there we go. There's the halftime superstition out of the way. But, geez, I pulled that hair out my nose. That was really sore. Anyway. Up leash, says Stuart. On leash. I'm married to a leash woman, so I know all about it. Up the Dubs, up Limerick, up Tip, up everybody. Up about that. You have me making a Tato Sambo now, says Tommy. That's the shot. I'll get sponsored by Tato's one of these days. I'll be fucking picking them out my teeth now for the whole second half, though. We'll all pitch in and get Jack a nose hair trimmer, says Chris. I'll be sponsored by Manscaped one of these days. You'll never know. I actually have one, but I always forget to use it. But looking forward to this second half now. I have to say, you know, like I said, hopefully we can come out, get a fucking early goal. Get an early goal. Get Casemiro off after 60 minutes. You know, maybe Varane off. Maybe Rashford off. You know, get on Garnacho, Fred, and I don't know, Lindelof or someone. You know what I mean? So yeah. Stuart says up Portlaoise. Yeah. My missus is from, our family is just outside of Portlaoise. From over there by the sawmills. That's where she's from. I've been down in Laois plenty of times over the years. Hon Mayo. Right, enough of fucking hurling. Football. This is the real football channel. Tommy says, good physical battle of a game like Keano and Vieira back in the day. Yep. Sully is in. He says, if we win the league, you'll find me in Christie's for a week, bud. I'll be sitting beside you. Watching Irish videos, do you drink that flavour stuff you mix with water? Oh yeah, like cordial, like my Waddy Orange or Robinson's Orange or blackcurrant and stuff. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we certainly do. Adam is in. We're winning the league. You chill out there now, will you, boy? If we're in this position in 2 months' time, I'll start to get really excited. Strawberry Road, I hear that? Yep, that's the one. Strawberry Road, bye. Jordan says, why not TikTok? I'm banned for a week, Jordan. City fans reported me for slagging him, so banned for a week. No one jinxes without winning the league talk, says Chris. It's okay to dream. It's okay to dream. Dave, thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Really appreciate it, pal. Can we complain to get you back, says Chris. I wouldn't worry about it too much, Chris. I'll be back on. I'm still making TikToks every day and putting them up, normal TikTok videos. It's just the live has been revoked for a week, so I'll be back live on TikTok for the Arsenal game on the weekend. So happy days. Garnacho signed up till 2029, says Irishad. Looking good. Yeah, it is. It's looking good. Thank God. Did I hear 30 grand a week, I think? So I think, look, I mean, 30 grand a week for the kid. He'll get a new contract again next year, guaranteed, you know, on 60 or 70 grand a week if he keeps going the way he's going, you know, so, if we win tonight and get a result against Arsenal the weekend, we're in for a shout. Yeah, I think so, Tommy. I just think the issue with us is the depth in the squad. I don't think we have the depth to go the whole way. I mean, what are we? Is this a halfway game tonight? Halfway stage? Yeah, so we're halfway after this game tonight. Still a lot of football to go. But look, we're in the conversation. That's all that matters, isn't it? All right, we're up and running again. Second half. Dave, thanks for subscribing. Really appreciate it. We're doing a members chat Thursday. Yep, we are, Chris. Absolutely. That's tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah? Yeah, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, 7:30, members only live. Here's Wan-Bissaka now, gets to the end line, crosses it into the box, comes back to Bruno, strike, oh, it's blocked. Oh, your man gets it right in the midsection. That's going to be a winder. United starting very fast here. And that's what we want. Sham says, do you do fantasy? I do, pal. If you go... I'll tell you what now. Let me put it up in the chat here. I'll get my link tree here. And it has... We actually have our own fantasy league. United Community Channel Fantasy League. If you want to join it. Martinez is going to get a yellow card here. Now, let me have a quick check here. I'll get this link for you. We've got a Discord. We've got fantasy football. Got it all, my friend. Share. Now, there's the link in the chat. Cross now. Well cleared. So, yeah, if you want to click, anyone who wants to follow any of the socials, guys, you can click on that link. And it'll give you access to all of my social medias. We have the Fantasy Football League in there as well. We've got the Discord. Just follow us on all of them. We've got Twitter, Instagram, the whole shebang. Go check it out. Little bit scrappy to open a couple of minutes here, I have to say. Jared says, Martinez won yellow from missing a game. Oh, Martinez is as well, is he? I didn't know that. He's on a yellow card at the moment, but that was the biggest dive I've ever seen. Here's Rashford now. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Up against Richards. Oh, he does really well. Wins a corner down there for United. Really positive play by Rashford. Would Eric Ten Hag be the first United manager to win the league in his first season? If he does, I would presume so, yeah. Jordan says, what a job Vieira's doing. They've been having a difficult the last couple of games, but overall I think he's doing a decent enough job. I haven't really been following him that much, but Ocean says, when will I get the Discord link for members chat? I actually, the Discord is the same for everyone. I think there's only 18 people in it, so it's on that link, Oisin. If you click on that link and click on Discord, that's the Discord. I will, if it's something you want for a members only one, I will, I'll set up a separate one for us, if that's what you want. But the general one is there. It's been a high tempo start to the second half here, you'd have to say. About 5 minutes in, United have had a corner. Crystal Palace have come forward a couple of times as well. Discord link is invalid or expired, right? Okay, let me get you a new one here. To be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure how Discord works. I understand the what it is and everything, but setting it up was I'm not sure the general workings of it. I just know how to use it. Corner now to Crystal Palace. Weghorst with a header away. But Crystal Palace put it back into the mix again. It's got to be De Gea here. Easy enough. Yeah, easy enough. Now, let me see. Invite people. Let me see now if this works. There you go. Try that one. So there's the Discord link, guys. If anybody wants to join, click on that Discord link there. Carl says, big horse. I think I know who you're on about. How's Weghorst doing, says Sully. He's doing okay. Look, I mean, he's going from playing with Besiktas to Manchester United in two different, wildly different leagues. So I reckon it's going to take him a bit to settle in. Crystal Palace are looking lively here in this second half. It's not what I really wanted out of United. And we were talking before the game that Rashford was going to be licking his chops, thinking he's coming up against Nathaniel Klein. And, I mean, Klein is doing alright against him. I'll get the code for the league here, guys, if you want it as well. Now, here we go. Now, there's a fantasy code, guys, if you want that as well. So it's all there. The Discord is there. The fantasy is there. So yeah, Crystal Palace are doing well in the second half. It's been mainly them in relation to possession and chances. You'd have to say it. I mean, I have a feeling Ten Hag is not going to wait around to change this because United are struggling in the second half. No, Fernandez gets the toe in on that. Here's Anthony now down the right hand side. Cuts in on his left. Squares it to Ederson. Poor pass. Klein cuts it out. Luke Shaw does really well to get the ball back. Good play by United. But yeah, United just need to maybe get on the ball here now for a minute or two and just pass it around. Take this thing out of the game. And you can see Martinez is doing that. Just chill out, you know. Appreciate it, guys. Everyone who's joining the Discord and the Fantasy Football League there as well. You're all more than welcome. Make sure you be active in the Discord as well. Oh, Bruno gets a toe in on that. I mean, they're looking for... I mean, the Palace fans, the stadium, are looking for a free there on the edge of the United box, but Bruno clearly gets a toe on it. And Palace are going to make the first change. Mateta is off for Eze. Eze, not a bad player, you'd have to say either. Patrick Vieira will be desperate to get a result here. And I mean, there's nowhere. And we have a dickhead on the field looking for a selfie with Casemiro. What the fuck is going on? Where are all the stewards? Yeah. Get him off the field. What a dickhead. I tell you one thing, the Premier League will have something to say about that. How a lad can run onto the pitch, take a fucking picture with Casemiro, and no steward be within 50 yards of him. Good play by United there. Wan-Bissaka on the ball now. Tries to get it wide. Stewart, welcome to the academy, my friend. Welcome, a new official member to the channel, guys. Make sure you all welcome Stuart. I appreciate the support, my friend. You can now join our members-only live video tomorrow night. If you want to come on the screen and chat with us, or if you want to just stay in the chat, you can as well. But we'll be on from 7:30 tomorrow night, just chatting United. So, yeah, you're more than welcome. I appreciate the support, pal. Thanks a lot. If anyone else is interested in joining as an official member, guys, you can do so. Just check out the link in the description or the pinned comment in the chat as well. So let's update members. Not to 101, to 11. Here we go. Appreciate it, Stuart. You're more than welcome, pal. Oh, here's Rashford now. Cuts in on his right foot. Oh, tries to just kind of get one to Shaw on the overlap, but it's well read. It's well read. Is Rashford struggling? I don't know. Is he struggling with a fucking injury or something? I don't know. Look, he burst into life in the final few minutes of the Manchester derby last week, but I don't know. He just looks a bit off the pace tonight. Maybe he's tired. Or maybe he is feeling the knock that he got in the derby. I don't know. He'll still probably pop up and score the second goal here now. You'd never know, but last game he got knocked, didn't he? He did, yeah, he got knocked. I don't know whether it's his hip or his groin or his hamstring, I don't know, or his thigh. Crystal Palace do really well there to break United's press. And Zaha's away up the right hand side here. Luke Shaw one-on-one with him. Luke Shaw stands up well. Oh, the second cross though, well cleared by Varane. Shot on the edge of the box. It's bobbling around. Eze, wild shot, high and wide. Vieira, a gunner at heart. He will make sure he beats us. If it makes it helps them, absolutely he will. Absolutely he will, Chris. And Jared says, I agree, he's probably tired. Yeah, I mean, look, I think it's going to be an issue throughout the season. I don't think we're going to see I don't think we're going to see anywhere near the type of points we've seen. You know, like the high 90s, nearly 100-point seasons. Given the fact that there's going to be so many games in such a congested time frame, that teams are bound to be dropping points left, right, and centre. You know. We need some fresh legs now, says Ben. Yeah. Sham says, do you like Celtic? I do. Eric Tan Hag knows 60 minutes. 60 minutes, yeah. Have we got anyone even out warming up? United are a bit sloppy in possession. Luke Shaw does well to win it back though. Good positive run by him here. Again, final ball is... Who have we got? We have Garnacho warming up, I think I see there as well. And look, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes changes in the next few minutes. I really wouldn't. But I mean, you would be hoping by this time that we'd be more than one goal up. And again, United are sloppy. Casemiro gives it away there. Yeah, you'd be hoping we would have been more than one goal up by now, so you could take off the likes of Casemiro and not have to rely on him. Although I don't think Ten Hag would. He seems as if he doesn't be worried about making changes. He just does them, you know. Casemiro does really well there. 10 wins in a row for the first time since 99 potentially. Fingers crossed. Game is far from over yet though, Tig, I'm afraid to say, pal. But again, great to see so many people in, guys. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, do hit the thumbs up button for me. Helps us out an awful lot. Hit the subscribe button as well. And like I said, we have a new channel member tonight as well in Stuart, official channel member. Anyone else is interested in joining, check out the link in the description or the pinned comment in the chat. Couple of options there if you want to have a look at them. But United just struggling to keep a bit of possession in this second half. Fairness to Crystal Palace, they've upped the tempo as well, but United have been sloppy again. Look, just as I say there, who was that? That was, I don't know who that was. Casemiro does well to win it back. I think it was Wan-Bissaka, or no, it was Varane tried a big crossfield ball and just sloppy in possession. Sully says, some buzz watching United now compared to the last few seasons. Ain't it? Thank God. It certainly is, man. It certainly is. It's been a tough 10 years. We've had moments, you know, in between, or in that 10 years. Here's Rashford coming now. Oh, tries a strike from far out. Not a million miles away, but would have been a worldly of a goal if he had gone in. It was bobbling up on him as well. Dale says the more members, the better. Absolutely, absolutely. The longer you have your membership, the better the badge becomes. Goal kick now to Crystal Palace. But United really haven't had a chance in this second half. You could go as far as saying they've been poor. And I'd be surprised if Ten Hag leaves it much longer. Patrick says, best moments were in Europa League under Jose and Oli. Yeah, they were. But what I'm trying to say in relation to that is, this seems to be more of a consistent improvement. You know, obviously we had that spell when Solskjaer first took over as interim manager where we went... Was it 9 games or 10 games in a row or something crazy, whatever it was. And but this just seems to be different. Manager knows what he's doing. He's setting standards. You know, he's in charge. Got recruitment right for the first time in a long time. It just all seems to be coming together nicely in such a short period of time. You know. Here's Bruno now. Gives the ball away again. Now, it's not just Bruno. Everyone seems to be doing it here in the second half. We just can't seem to keep possession. Similar to the City game, after a good first half, we didn't have a good start to the second. Yeah, but I think the reason for that, Sully, was Martial coming off. Anthony went through the middle. And Bruno was still out on the right. As soon as Garnacho came on, it allowed Rashford through the middle. Anthony went out onto his usual right. Bruno came into the middle where he's used to, and all of a sudden the balance was back. You know, and I thought that was the reason. But this second half, we just seem to be a bit flat because we haven't changed anything in relation to substitutes or formation or anything like that. We just haven't come out for the second half, really. Again, giving the ball away again. Palace fans looking for a penalty there, but it was actually Varane that went down. And United can break here. Anthony, Bruno now down the right hand side. Squeezed out by 2. Wan-Bissaka does well to win the header though. And Anthony has a bit of space to go into. Bissaka is inside ya. Does well to win it. Oh, and that's a free, ref. Surely there's a late tackle on him. Come on, referee. Poor refereeing again. I believe we have Palace in a few weeks again, says Jared. Stuart says, we need one more goal to kill the game. Absolutely. And take off players like Casemiro or Rashford or whoever we need to rest for Sunday, you know. Garnacho game changer. Yeah, I think it mightn't be a bad shout, Tyke. Subs are getting ready. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like McTominay, does it? Referee today, guy on the roller coaster in the all Specsavers sad, says Patrick. Lucas says, has Weghorst been good? He hasn't really been in the game, to be honest. Really hasn't. Hasn't got a lot of supply, you could say. But I don't know, United just seem flat. They seem leggy. They seem tired in this second half. Haven't really come out at all. Looks like McSaw says Ben. Yeah, and Garnacho. It's got to be McTominay and Garnacho to come on here. What's your first impressions of Wout? He hasn't done a lot, I have to be honest. Now look, I'm not going to be overcritical of him. He's coming from Besiktas to the Premier League and Manchester United. It's been a quiet night for him, but the one thing I would say about him is there's been a few times where the ball has been zipped into him and he's held it up quite well and brought players in and stuff like that. But in terms of chances or goals or anything like that, he's been nowhere near. But he hasn't got the supply either, you know. So Anthony is off for Garnacho. You would expect Rashford to go through the middle. Garnacho to come on the left. Yeah. Bruno is probably going to go in as a false 9. I would expect. Oh, here's Bruno now square. Oh, you should let it go. You're safe, Bruno. Let me see. Who am I taking off? Anthony. Just get the screen sorted here, guys. Oh, maybe, yeah, Bruno's probably gone on the right, I'd say. Let's do that. Bruno maybe to the right. Ederson probably just gone ahead. Like that. Here we go. Rashford through the middle, it looks like as well, yeah. So, but yeah, substitution here. for Crystal Palace. Let's see what people are saying here. Can't go from Besiktas and Burnley to playing for the best team ever. Play the game. I love Martinez and Varane together, says Dale. Yeah, so do I, have to say. They just seem to complement each other so good. Liam says, just joined the Fantasy League. Is that you? I see in 80th place. Probably is, Liam. Basically, I haven't changed my team since week 1. Shane says, just check Vout's pressing stats for this game. Very impressive. Pressed more than anyone. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Really not. Bruno now plays in. McTominay, penalty! Surely, referee! Oh, come on, ref! Oh, that's such an easy decision. Oh, that's such an easy decision. McTominay gets his told, and you can see the defender is very guilty here, and it's going to be going to VAR, surely. Bruno plays a lovely ball in, and McTominay just stretches, gets the toe to it first. That's a penalty. All day. All day, that's a penalty. It is a clear and obvious error. That's a clear and obvious error. That has to be a penalty. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty. That has to be a penalty. What? How is that not a penalty? How is that not a penalty? That's a terrible, terrible, terrible decision. My God. My God. What a terrible decision. That is so, so bad. That is so, so bad. I mean, for the ref not to be even brought over to the monitor, going to check it yourself. That is so bad. So it is. Zaha's having a fucking go and he catches McTominay by the neck. And what are you going to do about that now, referee? A fucking referee. Who the fuck is this lad? I've never seen him before. Zaha, fucking piece of shit. If he was any good, he'd still be at United. I don't know. I mean, like, Crystal Palace have a free kick now. I'll tell you one thing. If they score from this free kick, ball swung in. Good header away by Casemiro. Ball comes back in though. Casemiro again. Ball comes in again. Wan-Bissaka again. Good defending. Crystal Palace coming in the right hand side here now. Luke Shaw stood up. Does well to get a block in. But Crystal Palace in the corner. 15 minutes to go. United living dangerously here. The fucking referee. Corner swung in. Oh, header save by De Gea. What a save. What a great save. On his toes. Does really, really well. United win a throw out the far side. Only for De Gea. Telling you, that's what your goalkeeper is for. Rashford loses his man. Free header. De Gea gets a strong fist on it. Punches it clear. Good goalkeeping. Here's Eze coming down the right again. United just haven't come out in the second half at all. Martinez with a header away, but Crystal Palace keep possession, and Wan-Bissaka really well wins 2 tackles. But here's Crystal Palace coming again down the right now. Oh, here's Klein, gets to the end line, crosses it in. Oh, goes all the way through. And Bruno comes away with it on the far side. McTominay. Now, ref, now where's your yellow card? De Gea man of the match this tie. Yeah, I'd say so. John says, geez, what another save. Chris says, we had this problem when we played City. Second half, we looked dead-legged. Thought that was down to the shape more than that else, though, Chris. And once Garnacho came on against City, our shape improved because Bruno went back into the middle. Anthony went from the middle out to the right. And we settled down. But in relation to this game, we just haven't come out of the dressing room. We really haven't. Now, Crystal Palace, in fairness to them, have upped their game in the second half. But United have done nothing, really. Sully says, geez, De Gea's having some season overall. He is. John says, we're under a lot of pressure. Too much pressure. A free kick to Crystal Palace here. They can clear their lines. And the ref is kind of overcompensating now. He's giving free kicks every fucking 20 seconds. And Wan-Bissaka does well. He's been one of our brighter players in this second half, Wan-Bissaka, I have to say. Both defending and going forward. Casemiro has given the ball away an awful lot in this second half, which is not like him. Varane now. Bruno gives it away again. We just keep giving it away. Wan-Bissaka wins it back, but Crystal Palace get the second ball, and we're caught here now. Oh, but Casemiro does really, really well. And United are unable to clear their lines. They just keep giving the ball back to Crystal Palace. And if it stays like this, it's only a matter of time before they score. But the collar stays up for now. Casemiro needs a break, says Ty. Doesn't look like he's going to get one. I'm surprised we haven't seen Fred yet. I really am. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Fred for Ederson in the before the end of the game. If Ten Hag is looking to close up shop and get out of here with a 1-0 win. I'd take a 1-0 win now and run, so I would. But this is what United need to do now. Just keep a little bit of possession for a few minutes. Don't try and do anything overly dramatic with it. Don't try and lump it forward. Just, side to side. Keep the ball. But no, we can't. Look, we just can't. Silly passing. And there we go. Casemiro. Fucking yellow card. Missing for Sunday. Fuck's sake. Stupid. Giving the bloody ball away. Fucking stupid passing. Keep the ball. Trying to play stupid passes out. But no, and then he has to make up for it and lunges in because Crystal Palace are on the attack. And now he's missing for Sunday. Stupid play. Fuck's sake. Free kick now to Crystal Palace, about 5 yards outside the box. Great opportunity. David De Gea is very far right, but covers it easily enough. Right, we just need to get out of here with 3 points now. Just see this game out. Garnacho now gets a good switch over to Bruno, who plays a nice ball into Scott McTominay. Gets to the end line in the box. Fucking cross is absolutely atrocious. Fucking, he's useless, boy. It's going to be Fred. Yeah, we said it. Fred is going to come on here. It's more than likely going to be Ederson, you'd think. I just see out this game. Yeah, it's going to be Ederson here. I'd say as soon as that yellow card was given, Ten Hag is saying, right, well, look, Casemiro's missing the next game anyway. Might as well give Ederson a rest, you know. We've been really, really poor in this second half. This is the worst I've seen us play since City in the Etihad. We've been really, really poor, I have to say. Sully says, I have a feeling we're going to be very tired looking on Sunday. Yeah. Get the inhalers out. Give Liverpool a ring. Heard McSauce is off to West Ham, so I started going to Mass again, says Patrick. That's so frustrating, says Jared. And Shane says, that yellow card cost us a title challenge. No way we were winning on the weekend without Casemiro. It's going to be tough. Let me put something to you though. Luke Shaw and Varane, centre backs. Lisandro Martinez, centre midfield. What do you think? Yes or no? He's done it for Ajax. He's played there for Ajax. I banged that table so I heard the camera fell a little bit. It has 1-1 written all over it. Zaha. Party Pooper says, we'll win without Casemiro. Jared said, yeah, not a bad shout. I don't think it's a bad shout. Now look, obviously we've never seen him do it for United, so we could be a little bit sceptical about it, but he's done it a lot. Not an awful lot, but he's done it on a number of occasions for Ajax, so it's not outside the realm of possibility either, you would say. Just over 5 minutes to go of normal time, guys. Alex is fuming about that. Dale says, sounds better than McFool. It does. Anyone but McTominay he'll be ripped asunder against Arsenal. Here's Crystal Palace again coming down the right hand side here. Garnacho gets a nice block in and comes. Fred does really well on the edge of the box and lets Bruno away. But Crystal Palace get back in possession here. Zaha comes up one-on-one with Wan-Bissaka. Has a strike, high and wide. Just get Fred in for Arsenal, says Party Pooper. Yeah, look, I'm okay with Fred there. It just doesn't give you that same level of protection as Casemiro. Oshin says, I reckon he'll go Fred and Ederson. Can't see him doing it on Sunday. Maybe not. Maybe not. But maybe that's why Luke Shaw's been playing centre back. Who knows? There could be things going on in the background of that in the training ground. Like, Ten Hag is a lot smarter than, not that we give him credit for, but he's a very, very smart man. He could be saying, right, look, boys, Shaw, I'm going to put you left back against Crystal Palace, and Martinez, you're going back in just to throw the Gunners off the scent. You know, and if Casemiro does get injured, then bish, bash, bosh. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Can't use this as an excuse, says Chris. No, absolutely not. Here's Garnacho coming down the left now. Has a bit of space to get into. Squares it inside to Rashford. Rashford turns back onto his left. Yeah, he gets crowded out. Keeps the ball, but the chance is half gone. Yeah. Trust Eric Ten Hag West has been. Absolutely. Twigs, I'm back. Is Martinez still on? He is. Yeah, he is. 3 minutes to go, guys. Squeaky bum time here. Really is. Crystal Palace have a throw inside the United half as well. Oh. Yeah, United ball. Well done, Fred. Fred has done well since he came on, in fairness to him. Could this be Maguire's chance to prove himself at CDM? I hope you're messing, Shane. I hope you're messing. I hope you're messing. Imagine a Casemiro Martinez full-time midfield partnership. That would be like having Keane and Vieira playing together back in the 90s. Bruno now on the right-hand side. Tries a big switch to Rashford. Great ball. How's your touch? Not bad. Garnacho is outside you if you can get it out. No, he gets smothered out again. Difficult one to control, you'd have to say. Luke Shaw does really well on the second ball, though. Gets it to Garnacho again. Come on, let's see out this game if we can. Oh, Bruno just swivels. Does well just to keep the ball moving. Casemiro with a little chip ball to Wan-Bissaka, who's in the box. Squares it. Keeper does well to come out and claim it. Oh, well done, Fred, again. Fred has done really well since he came on it, just breaking down the play. United are good at having games at two halves this season, says Liam. Usually for the other teams, though. How was Weghorst? Says Twigs. It was okay. Done really well in the press. Didn't get much chances or much supply into him or anything like that, but Fred gives away a free here. It's going to be a good chance for Crystal Palace just outside the box. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to be Eze with the left foot. I mean, it's a good opportunity here. We'll know what's added on before he takes it, but I have a bad feeling about this. I have a bad feeling about this. That wall, only 3 in it. Looks to be very far back as well. Strike. 1-1. What did I tell you? 1-1. That's an absolute worldie. That's an absolute worldie. It's no more than what Crystal Palace deserved. It's no more than what Crystal Palace deserved. They've been by far the better team in the second half here. They really have. United haven't come out in the second half and have no one to blame, only themselves. And it's as good as a free kick as you'll ever see. Absolute unbelievable. It's literally postage stamp. And I said it just before. I said I have a bad feeling about this. The wall jumps. Still can't do anything about it. Absolute postage stamp. 1-1. United throw it away. Alan Smith on the commentary is fucking over the moon. The Arsenal numpty. Fuck's sake. Collar goes down. Here's Garnacho now. Back to Shaw. Still a couple of minutes to go here. Bruno now on the right hand side of the box. Casemiro on the overlap. Wins a corner. Alright, let's see what we can do. It's going to be Bruno to swing it in. Bruno now with the corner. Oh, goes right across the 6-yard box. Oh, why wasn't anyone getting in on that? Here's Garnacho now. Strike. Oh, right at the keeper. Great strike, but just too close to him. Why wasn't anyone coming in along the 6-yard box? The ball went all the way across and all it needed was a touch. Oh, and it was Casemiro and it hit his knee. It clips his knee and it doesn't get enough purchase on it. Oh, he's free in the 6-yard box. All he has to do is put towards goal and it's a winner. Oh. Wait now, here's Bruno. Oh. It's after taking a goal from Crystal Palace to spark United into life. But Crystal Palace are coming here now. Luke Shaw does well on the sweep. 30 seconds of play to go unless he adds more on, the referee. Garnacho on the left now. And Fred gives the ball away. Oh, Zaha's in. Wan-Bissaka. What a tackle. What a tackle by Wan-Bissaka. Absolutely unbelievable recovery tackle there. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Crystal Palace are coming again here up the right hand side. Luke Shaw does well. Luke Shaw has played well tonight again, in fairness to him. And there's the final whistle. 1-1. United. 2 points dropped. 2 points dropped. And United have no one to blame but themselves. They really don't. They have absolutely no one to blame but themselves. Oh my God. Such a good opportunity there. Talk about a game of two halves. Really, really impressive out of United in the first half. And really, really poor out of United in the second half. Really was. Let's see what people are saying here. Sunday game now is more important after bottling this. Shane says, this might be the best result to have just before Arsenal to bring United players back down to reality and let Erik ten Hag to get them refocused and not overconfident. I agree with you on that one, Shane. I have to say, look, it's disappointing. It always is, you know, when you concede the equalizer with a couple of minutes to go. it's always going to be very disappointing. But look, I mean, we're not getting carried away here. Like, again, I go back to the point and what I said earlier. We're not in a title race. You know, we're not, like, well, we are technically in a title race because we're up there with City, who are in a title race and all of that as well. It's but we have to be realistic. There are going to be blips like this. Ten Hag is shaking his head going off the field. I'd say he's going to absolutely go through them for a shortcut in that dressing room for the performance to put in the second half. But like a lot of people said in the chat, they looked tired. They really did look tired. And I don't want to put blame out there, you know, but how in the name of God the Premier League can put this fixture on in between Man City and Arsenal in the middle of such a busy fixture for United as well is just, I just can't understand it. I really can't. But anyway, regardless of that, you know, that has nothing got to do with the performance we put in. Party Pooper, welcome to the Academy, my friend. I really appreciate the support, pal. As an Academy prospect, welcome to the club. I much appreciate all the support, man. You're an absolute legend. You can join in tomorrow night on the members only video as well if you want. We're going live at 7:30. If you want to come on the screen and be part of the chat, you can. Or if you want to just stay in the chat like normal, you can. But just get on at 7:30 and I'll have the link ready to go for everybody. But thanks for the support. But yeah, look, guys, disappointing night. Game of two halves. I mean, look, like we said, we're not getting overly carried away. We're really not. I've said it on multiple occasions. There's going to be bumps in the road like this. You know, we're not the finished article. We've had a really, really good run of wins, and it goes to show, I suppose, how far we've come, given how disappointing that result is tonight. But look, we move on. Massive game on the weekend. Arsenal. Casemiro suspended. Fucking stupid challenge. But it all came from us keep giving the ball away. He had to make that tackle because we were 1-0 up at the time, and they were on a serious counter-attack that they looked like potentially scoring from. They had numbers over. So from his standpoint, I can understand why he done it. But it's look, our back is against the wall now on Sunday. It really is, up against an Arsenal team that are banging form. But like I think it was Shane said it there, maybe this is the kick in the bollocks we need to bring us back down to earth. And Ten Hag to say, you think you can just walk into games and steamroll teams? It's not going to happen. So look, it's disappointing, but we'll move on. Quick look at the league table. We still go into second, I think. Do we? Oh, no, we don't. We're still in third, sorry. Level on points with City. Obviously, we have a game extra played, but they're playing Spurs tomorrow night. What time is that game on at? What time is that game on at tomorrow night? 8 o'clock. I tell you what we'll do. We're going to do I might do the members only video at 7 o'clock tomorrow. And then I'm going to do a watch along then for the City game if anyone wants to join in as well. Or if anyone wants to watch along. But we'll do the members only video at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, guys. So if you want to come on the screen at 7 o'clock, you're more than welcome with us. Or just stay in the chat. Whatever you want to do. And then from that, we'll go straight over to the watch along. And I'll do the watch along and you can watch along with us. For a title challenge, can't be dropping those points, says John. 3 games a week, says Aaron. Blame the World Cup for the fixtures. Let's see, Ben says we were awful second half. We take a point, let's regroup and go again. Absolutely, let's stay positive. Party Pooper says 19 more games to play, loads of time for that to happen. Absolutely, let's stay positive. Disappointing result, but give me where we are now to where we are this time last season any day of the week. So happy days. But look, guys, thanks to everyone who's joined. Like I said, if you're new to the channel and you haven't already done so, please do hit the subscribe button. Anyone who hasn't hit the like button, just take a second, hit the thumbs up. Join, helps the channel out an awful lot. And as well, we've got 2 new members tonight as well. Party Pooper and Oshin, actually from the other night. I forgot to mention Oshin earlier. So he's in as well. And Stuart, of course, joined tonight. So 3 new members. Guys, if anyone wants to join as an official member, link is in the description or it's pinned to the top of the chat. Go check out the options there. I appreciate all the support. I really do. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow night for the members only video at 7 o'clock. And then we'll be doing a watch along for the City Spurs game at 8. So if you haven't done so, hit the bell notification. Click on all. You get notified as soon as we go live. Thanks everyone who've joined, guys. Thanks for all the likes, comments, subscribes. Heads up. Bring on Arsenal. Long way to go.